If you've been watching my videos for any length of time, you will know that if there's anything I love more than chocolate, it's foods that are breaded. And if they can be breaded in the oven, even better, because the amount of oil you need is a great deal less than frying. I'm going to be breading and baking some eggplant slices, and this is part of a collaboration named Flower It Up, hosted by Martin Midlife Misadventures. And Amy and Ashley host this collaboration each week on Fridays, and it highlights all sorts of foods that use flour in it. And for these eggplants or anything that I bread, flour plays a very important part in this recipe and in anything that I bread. So we're going to see that momentarily. We're going to need flour. We're going to need breadcrumbs. I just use this stuff from Walmart. You can get it at Dollar Tree too. I like the Italian seasoned. I'm going to get it plain also. So flour, breadcrumbs, and either an egg or some milk. So I'm going to start by cutting up the eggplant, and we're going to dip it in flour. I made this yesterday, and I found that 6 slices pretty much perfectly fits the pan, the cast iron pan I used to cook these. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Eggplants are all sorts of sizes. I just got a classic eggplant. It was on sale. But if I were to have my druthers, my favorite eggplants are like the Japanese eggplants, or the small ones. I might have to cut these in half because I'm cutting through the middle of the eggplant, which is slightly larger than the end that I did yesterday. So I think I'm going to just do these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 slices, and we'll see where that gets us. I'm going to put some flour in this plate, and then I'm going to coat each of them with flour. I have found that flour is like so important because it creates this sort of glue that holds all the other ingredients on it. So I'm just going to go like this on one side, on the other side, and then I'm going to put it on this tray over here, which I will move so you can see it. Right here. And the key is to, after they've been drenched in this flour, you let them sit for about 20 minutes. In the meanwhile, I am preheating the oven to 375. Here they are drenched in flour, and we're just going to let these set. All right, I'm going to get set up here with cracking an egg. 1 egg ought to be enough for these 5 or 6 slices. It was yesterday. And if you run low, you can always add some water. Like I said, I've done this with milk, with regular milk, almond milk, chia milk. As long as it's kind of thick with a little bit of fat in it, it should be fine. Now some breadcrumbs. Again, I'm using the Italian style. You can use the plain style too. Just maybe add something to it, some all-purpose seasoning or onion or garlic powder or something, because it's kind of boring. All right. Probably need to add more to that, but it's good enough for now. I'm going to be using a cast iron pan. I really like to use cast iron whenever possible because I think it heats well, and it also, you get a little bit of iron in your diet from it every time. So I'm going to put a little bit of oil here on it so that it helps crisp up these and gets them brown. I'm going to lay the eggplant slices on this cast iron, and then I'm going to spray the top with a little bit of spray oil. Just helps give it that sort of fried look without all the frying. All right, it's showtime. So I'm going to grab one of these. I'm going to wet it in the egg, and then get some breadcrumbs on it, and then put it right here on the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do all of these, and we'll be right back. All right, here they are. They just barely fit on the pan. So I'm going to go ahead and spray the top of these with some spray oil. I have some Trader Joe's coconut oil that I'm warming up, and hopefully there's enough in there. If not, I'll open up a thing of Pam. Right, coconut oil seems to be performing. It gets cold here, and the coconut oil, it kind of solidifies in the can. So I put the some water in the microwave, warm it up, then stick the can in like this, and it melts it, and then I'll put the top in. So I want to get every inch, every little bit of this oil that I can get out. There we go. Well, it's ready to go. I'm going to put it in the 375 oven, and we'll see you in a little bit. Well, it took about 20 minutes. They are out of the oven and so nice and golden. Not only is the color a sign that they're done, but you should be able to pierce them very easily with the fork and knife. It should be just really soft. Now, we didn't have to turn these because we oiled the back of the pan, so let's just check what they look like on the back. Let me turn it over. Got a little stuck together. Look at that, just so nice on the back. That's the benefit of oiling the pan, then you don't have to turn them over and they're ready. So I'm going to let these cool. Oh, look how beautiful that is. And I'm going to eat them with some ranch dressing. The eggplant cost $1.64 plus the, with the eggs and a little bit of flour and breadcrumbs. I bet this whole thing, let's say, the whole eggplant to do it was $2.50. And $2.50 is basically 3 meals because I can eat 3 times off of this eggplant at $2.50 for the whole thing. So I don't know, you'll have to do the math, maybe 75 cents a meal, something like that. I'm sure I'm wrong. No, I think 75 cents a meal, and it's so good. So anyway, that's my breaded and oven baked eggplant. Thank you so much for watching.